The government's webpage on the boiler upgrade scheme takes about 2 minutes to read. It lists who qualifies. What it doesn't tell you is the 4 categories of homeowner who believe they qualify, call an installer, go through a site survey, and walk away with nothing. That's what this video is for. Let's get the numbers out of the way fast because the headline figure is missing something that costs people thousands. You'll hear 7,500 pounds everywhere. That number is real, but only for air source, ground source, and water source heat pumps. Biomass boilers get 5,000 pounds. Air-to-air heat pumps, the ones that heat air directly rather than your radiators and hot water, get 2,500 pounds, 5,000 pounds less. If you're being quoted a system and you haven't asked which type it is, ask now. Before the survey, not after. One more number, and this one is time sensitive. From July 2026 to March 2027, homes running on heating oil or LPG get 9,000 pounds instead of 7,500 pounds. That window has a closing date. If your property isn't on the gas grid, that extra 1,500 pounds has an expiry date. The grant never touches your bank account. Your installer deducts it from the quote. You pay the difference. Obgem pays the installer. Your income is irrelevant. This is not means tested. Now, 4 conditions have to be true, and this is where people start dropping out. You must currently be heating with fossil fuel or electricity with no existing heat pump. You have to own the property, you have to be in England or Wales, and your installer has to be MCS certified, because without that certification, they cannot submit the application. It doesn't matter how qualified they are. No MCS number, no grant. That's the official list. Here's what the official list leaves out. Group 1, Scotland and Northern Ireland. The boiler upgrade scheme does not exist there. If you're in Scotland and you've spent the last month reading about the Biomass, you've been reading about someone else's scheme. Scotland has its own program, the Home Energy Scotland Grant. Up to 7,500 pounds as a grant, and another 7,500 pounds as a loan. Completely different administrator, different rules, different application process. Northern Ireland had an equivalent. It's now closed. If you're not in England or Wales, stop here. Everything else in this video doesn't apply to you. Group 2, properties that already receive government heat pump funding. This one catches people who've just bought a house. The restriction isn't on you, it's on the property. If the previous owner had a heat pump installed through the Green Homes Grant or an earlier bus application, that property cannot receive the grant again. You can't find this out by looking at the boiler. You find it out by asking or by having the survey done and being told no. Ask first. Group 3, hybrid systems. A hybrid combines a heat pump with a gas boiler. The heat pump handles most of the load. The boiler kicks in when it's very cold. They exist. Some installers push them hard, but they do not qualify for the boiler upgrade scheme. The grant is for full fossil fuel replacement, not partial. If an installer is proposing a hybrid and hasn't mentioned the grant position, that's the conversation you need to have before you agree to anything. Group 4. This one isn't about what type of property you have. It's a process trap that catches people regardless. When your installer applies, they receive a voucher. That voucher has a 120-day clock. From the moment it's issued, not the moment work starts, the moment the voucher is issued, your system must be fully commissioned and signed off within 120 days. Miss that window, the voucher lapses. No extensions, no exceptions. If your installer is slow to schedule, that's your problem, not Ofgem's. Now here's the part I want you to pay attention to, because this has changed, and a lot of people don't know it yet. If this is useful, subscribe. New video every Tuesday, directly related to this one. Before May 2024, your EPC had to show no outstanding recommendations for loft or cavity wall insulation. Thousands of homeowners were told, insulate first, get a new certificate, then come back. That rule no longer exists. You still need a valid EPC from the last 10 years. But insulation recommendations on that certificate no longer block your application. If someone turned you away before May 2024 for that reason, the advice you were given is outdated. You may now qualify. Before you call anyone, 3 questions. Do you own a property in England or Wales with fossil fuel or electric heating? and no existing heat pump. If any part of that is no, stop. Has the property ever received government funding for a heat pump or biomass boiler? If yes, stop. Are you looking at a full replacement, not a hybrid? If you're not sure, ask the installer directly. Does this system fully replace my fossil fuel heating? One question before the survey. If you clear all three, ask for the installer's MCS certification number before you book anything. Takes 2 minutes to verify on the MCS website. Link is in the description. Here's the honest summary. The 7,500 pounds is real. The scheme runs until March 2028. The budget has been increased. The EPC insulation rule is gone. And for oil and LPG properties, there's a temporary uplift to 9,000 pounds available right now. Most owner-occupiers in England and Wales with fossil fuel heating will qualify. But the 4 groups we've covered won't, and most of them find out too late. Knowing the grant exists is the easy part. Whether a heat pump will actually cut your bills in your specific house, on your specific tariff, that's the harder question. And it has nothing to do with the grant. That's a different video. It's already on this channel.